Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my favorite tip that my sister shared with me 2 years ago. I tried it out last year and it blew my mind because it was so fantastic. I love how my house feels before Christmas. I try to get it under control. In the last few years I've been able to have it be so much more clean and beautiful and peaceful. And whether or not you have that, I think this tip will still help you out. It's just hard when Christmas comes and there just ends up being this explosion of gifts everywhere. That was always so hard for me, especially when I started having a cleaner house, keeping it more tidy more easily with some of the tricks and tips I've learned over the years. And I just couldn't manage the clutter explosion after Christmas. What am I supposed to do with all that? It's just way too much to handle. It's like going from juggling a few balls to 75. You can't. I just couldn't juggle that much. So her tip really helped me, and this tip was to get some boxes and put them around your house. And as you notice toys that have been left around your house, gently place them in the boxes. That sounds so simple, but it made a world of a difference for me, because this allows the children to not show so much interest in some of their toys at the time. They can get a lot, and you never know what they're really going to show interest in and what they're going to not really like. And it's hard. Some of the gifts that I got for my daughter, we ended up getting rid of this year because we were able to discern and see, and I've been teaching her how to recognize what she really values, what she cares about. And I've asked her very basic questions, and my question, what would happen if this disappeared? And she's like, I don't really like that. It's hard because I paid money for that, and now I'm getting rid of that, but I respect her, and I recognize that it's a good process. It's important for her to learn what she cares about, and for me to learn what she cares about, and for her to have the freedom to let go of that clutter rather than hold on to, oh, I need this, this was a gift, something that I've struggled with. So you're going to get a box, and you're going to set them around your house in just convenient places. At my last house, I had a box next to the couch under the glass table, and the side table. And when things were left out around that part of the living room, I'd quickly just drop it back into that box. It was phenomenal. And I had one on the way to the kitchen, and just throughout the day, if there were things left out, I was able to quickly just toss it into the box. And when a child was looking for something, I would say, have you looked in the box? And over time, they were able to discern things that they cared about and make homes for those things in their bedrooms. So I love this process because it allows your children to experiment with their toys, to see what they're interested in without shoving everything that they own in their bedroom and saying, keep all of this. And at least for me, I was able to go through and have my kids, they love their favorite things and they ended up in their bedroom. And the things that just sat in the boxes for a couple of weeks, I ended up being able to say, hey, is this important to you right now? And I put it in storage. Like, why not? So I put it in storage, and then a few months later, I was able to ask them, is this important to you? And some of the things they were ready for at that point, something new. And there were other things, like I said, it's hard because we paid money for this. There were other things that they were ready to let go of. It just wasn't something they were interested in. So yes, I love this because for a few years I was like, I wish. I just had the hardest time with the idea that we would buy random Christmas gifts, guessing what people would like, and expect them to love it and keep it, even if they didn't like it. But with this process, I'm able to handle it so much better, being able to have boxes in the living room or, in the main family spaces where the children can go and play with the things that are important to them. They're going to use the things that they value. They're going to look for them, they're going to love them, and gradually they can have a home for them in their bedroom. And the things that don't matter aren't shoved in to an expected place where they're expected to be loved and used. They can be put in storage, and gradually it just helps the process in my experience so that they will be able to let go of those things that they don't care about or have the space and time to use their other toys, use their other things, and maybe they just needed some space and now they're ready for the other toys or whatever it is that they got. So this tip allows you to keep your space clean on Christmas, the week after Christmas, however long you want to use this. It just helps everything to stay so much cleaner. And you could even teach your kids, hey, let's throw all these in this box if there is space in that box, and just do that for a couple weeks. Don't spend your Christmas season, okay, we gotta clean, go put this back in your bedroom, just for these couple of weeks, just for their Christmas break. Just throw them in the box. Throw them in the box. But I didn't actually have my kids do that. I just did it myself, and I had them put their favorite toys away. And then the things that just kept sitting out and about, I just put in the box. So I'm actually not sure how to tell you how to use it. The only tip I have for you specifically is that on Christmas Day, when there's just stuff sitting out and about, instead of just being like overwhelmed and just keep putting those things in the boxes and enjoy your clean spaces. And you can do whatever you want after that. You can do whatever you want with that. Now, in my case, we were able to be done with the boxes and put those away. However, I know women who have clean houses who buy decorative boxes. Now, it's interesting, when you meet people whose houses are clean all the time, you'll find that they don't actually work super hard all the time. They've just learned and embraced certain tricks and tips that make their lives easier, that keep things simple. So I know some women who, a couple of them, who will place nice boxes around their house, or containers, I should call it, baskets. And they will continue to do what I said. They will keep those things in those boxes. So if you wanted to, I believe you could actually just leave a basket, in a place if you like it. And if there's any toys left in that living space, just keep placing them back in that basket. And then maybe at the end of the day, you invite your children to go and put those things away. Or once a week, have it be a chore to put those things away. Or maybe, as long as it stays, you do not want it to be overflowing. That mess leads to clutter, and the overflowing, the feeling of an overflowing trash can. Once it's overflowing, that's when we see our problems. But if you can keep it, and if it stays, 3/4 full and never beyond that, you can have that, that set up so that there can be toys in the living room. You can easily put them away. I personally don't like to see toys in a basket, but it helps so much for the Christmas season. And so I love having it for maybe the first 2 to 4 weeks. Last time I kept the box by my kitchen I kept it there for a couple of weeks, and then it was out. The one under the side table, I kept that for a few more weeks, and it was so helpful just to be able to have anything that was left out and not cared for anymore, just toss it in that box. Thank you for watching. I actually recorded not feeling well today, but I really wanted to get this video out to you. If you like this video, I hope you will subscribe and like and leave a comment. What did you like about this? Are you going to try it? Maybe not. What are your favorite tips that you've learned about the Christmas season, about how to enjoy it more, or any tips that you could share? I post videos every Wednesday. Haven't picked a time of the day yet, so just keep your eyes out on Wednesday if you would like to see more. I'm looking forward to sharing more information on how to catch up on dishes and laundry and make it so that they are on autopilot. Can you believe that that's a possibility? I love it. It's so fantastic to have those things on autopilot. And I hope to be able to share that with you in coming videos in the next few weeks. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas.